RedAid Nigeria, in partnership with its sister organization, DAHW, German Leprosy and TB Relief Association, Nigeria, piloted a community-based inclusive development CBID project for 6 months to enhance social inclusion of persons with disabilities in 10 selected communities, 5 each in Awgu and Aninri local government areas of Enugu State. The communities are Awgu, Obagu, Mbo, Ubo, Akpogugu, Awgu local government, and Nemwe, Mpu, Ndeabo, Okbanku, and Odume, Aninri local government area. These beautiful areas are marked by extensive hills and lowlands. These hills, with an altitude of about 350 to 400 meters above sea level, dots these beautiful landscapes. The project's major activities include profiling of persons with disabilities and identifying the barriers to social inclusion, advocacy visits to communities and religious leaders, philanthropists and other stakeholders, awareness creation in schools, churches, markets, women groups in the communities. As part of the proposed activities, RedAid CBID officer, CBID field workers and representatives of Joint National Association of Persons with Disabilities JONAPID, Awgu and Aninri local government area chapters carried out various advocacy visits to key stakeholders in the community. For example, local government chairmen, traditional and opinion leaders, religious leaders, town union leaders, women groups and community members on rights and social inclusion of persons with disabilities. The advocacy visit was to enlist the support of community stakeholders for the implementation of the proposed project activities as already listed. The stakeholders assured of their maximum support towards achieving the project's objectives. The profiling of persons with disabilities was carried out by CBID field workers and JONAPID members who moved from house to house, one church to another, village squares, schools and marketplaces. This was to identify persons with disabilities, their needs and barriers to social inclusion. 604 persons with disabilities were identified: visually impaired, hearing impaired, physically challenged and speech impaired persons were 172, 52, 306 and 74 respectively. Their identified needs were medical, assistive devices, educational and vocational rehabilitation. It was discovered that persons with disabilities are not included in decision-making and other community activities. Sadly, majority of them were unemployed and their quality of life was rated low. At the conclusion of the survey and based on the findings, the CBID field workers with members of JONAPID embarked on another round of advocacy and awareness creation in the community. This community engagement was to increase awareness about the rights of persons with disabilities and the need for their social inclusion in community activities. The newly identified persons with disabilities joined JONAPID and participated in these engagements. It is highly recommended that profiling of persons with disabilities be carried out in the remaining communities of the 2 local government areas. Similar surveys should be conducted in urban local government areas of Enugu State and results compared to clearly determine and understand the situation of persons with disabilities in the state. There is also need to explore and mobilize local resources to address the unmet needs of persons with disabilities. Maka na ndị Igbo tụrụ ilu sị na anyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ ọgbọ ọfụfụ.